Hey, what's up, guys? So, I'm just bored and I'm just gonna be rambling on for a video because it's been a while. I think today's Wednesday, the 16th or something like that, I think. I don't know. So yeah, I tested positive for Corona, COVID, whatever. Um, Around this time last week, maybe. I started showing some small symptoms 2 weeks ago. It just started with, a small cough, and then, and whenever you don't have a headache, but whenever you cough, your head will hurt whenever you cough, and that's it. That's kind of how it started. It's been 2 weeks, and I still feel like shit. It could be worse. I know from what all from what I've seen from other people who've gotten it. I know I've seen people that be much worse than me, but I still feel like shit. I thought, I thought I was over with it because it's been almost 2 weeks, and I felt all right yesterday. So I wore a mask and I went to work today. And before anyone gets like, "Oh my God, you shouldn't go to work with COVID," I work by myself in my own area. I don't go in near anyone. And if anyone, is even near me, we both have masks on anyways. So yeah, but I guess I wasn't quite ready to go back to work yet today. I'm scheduled I usually work tomorrow. I usually work, Monday through Friday like a normal person. For some reason, I'm not scheduled tomorrow, though. I think my boss, I texted my boss last night, saying I was coming in today. I just don't think he was quite ready for me to come back yet, because I've been out, I was out Monday and yesterday, and I was out the entire week beforehand. Because, and not only is it COVID, but I was at the hospital, I had pneumonia, too. My mom, I don't like going to the hospital. But my mom wanted me to go down, just to be safe. So now it's, I can't smell or taste. But in the past couple days, it's gotten to the point where it was like selective, smell and taste. Some things I could smell, and some things I could taste, even if only a little bit. And what's weird is even if it was something that one of those few things I could smell, I wasn't guaranteed to be able to taste that same thing either. Just like a few things I could taste, I couldn't smell. Like, I had a bag of those sweet tart ropes candies, and I was able to open up the bag and smell the cherry flavor, but I couldn't taste them very well. But I had a bag of Ruffles sour cream and onion chips. I couldn't smell them, but when I ate a few, I could taste them. But now it's getting to the point where I still can't smell or taste anything. Maybe, I know you guys can't really tell. You can tell, but you can't tell as much on this video that I'm really fat, like really fat. And this has really opened my eyes up, because I've been I'm still eating like shit the past couple weeks, even though I'm sick and I should be eating healthier, which I have been. I've been eating, I still, being sick, I'm not gonna feel good, obviously, to cook or anything. So, I'm still, ordering food and whatnot being delivered, but I've been ordering, less amount of food. I've been drinking a lot more water, and I've been drinking cranberry juice. I know it's random, cranberry juice. I was drinking the white strawberry cranberry juice, and I got like this cranberry grape next to me that I've been drinking on. I was told that, it's a good source of vitamin C or something like that, and that's something that, I need when I'm sick or something. So I've been drinking that. And it's pretty damn good. It's one of the couple things that I can actually taste. Being more sick like this, I've been a lot more thirsty. So I've been drinking that, a lot more water, especially since I can't taste. I hate water. I love me some, soda. I did drink a bottle of soda today. But, I think how I'm doing is I'm just going to limit it down to, when I eat dinner or lunch or something. Because usually anytime my lips are dry or my mouth is dry or anytime I feel thirsty, I usually drink, one of those, either a Coca-Cola or RC or something, or open up one of those big gallon bottles of Hawaiian Punch. And the Hawaiian Punch, is good. It's juice and whatnot. It's good, but very, very, very sugary. I remember at one time when I first started drinking those, I got into the habit of only drinking those, and I gained a lot of weight from that. So, when I realized I got sick and lost my sense of taste because I hate water for some... I don't know why, I just hate water. And but now, since I can't really taste, it don't matter what I'm drinking, so, because everything tastes the same and feels the same. So I've been drinking a lot more water, and it's, really opened up my eyes. I need to keep drinking with water. Because I'm always told, that no matter what, if you're not used to drinking water, you're drinking soda and sugary juice all the time, every day, you're still, regardless of what exercise you put in, you're still going to see at least a few pound difference from just switching to the water alone. And that's what I'm going to be doing, because, there's just so much benefit to, losing weight, that I just need to get to doing it. Not only for when I get sick like this, I won't feel as terrible, but I'll feel better in general, both physically and mentally. I'll be able to physically be able to do more. I'll be able to find clothes that fit a lot easier. I'll be I'll look better. Getting COVID and pneumonia has really gotten me opening my eyes on some things. I know I'm probably rambling on about, the same kind of... I'm going to be rambling on here next few minutes with the same crap. I'm just tired, I'm bored. And speaking of tired, I've been feeling a lot more tired than normal. And I can't really... I have a hard time sleeping because, not only am I having trouble breathing my nose, but, I got sleep apnea really, really, really badly. I'm sure I can go away more or less losing weight too. I got sleep apnea really badly. Excessive obstructive sleep apnea, or something they called it like that. And I had a CPAP machine a while back, but I just couldn't do it. I had trouble, trying to sleep while having, air constantly being forced down my mouth and nose. I tried the nasal only part mask, and I tried the mask that's full face. I just couldn't do either. And they was going to switch me to a BiPAP machine, but even after insurance, I couldn't afford the monthly payments, because that's right after I got fired from my job at Walmart. So, an extra $150 a month right after you lose your job, that's just not, something that a lot of people these days can do. 2020 is tough year as it is, but lose your job and then have an extra bill added, it's just not something that anyone can do. So, having COVID and all this pneumonia is making it even harder to sleep. And for some reason, every time I fall asleep, whether it be for a nap or at nighttime when I try and go to bed, I spent the last week and a half sleeping on the couch because of all the extra pillows, and it helps keep my head elevated so it's easier to breathe. I decided last night, since I was going back to work today, that maybe I'll try and sleep in my normal bed. Maybe I'll sleep better because more room and whatnot. But I didn't sleep any better. If not, I slept worse. So now, and I took a nap earlier by mistake, just watching South Park, and I dozed off, and I woke up feeling like crap again. I feel decent right now, but I know later it's just going to get worse. I don't know why I feel bad when I wake up from a nap. You think you take a nap when you feel sick, and you wake up, you think you feel better. Now I wake up and I'm feeling hot, my head hurts, I have a hard time breathing, and, I take my temp. Let's see what my temp is right now. It's an older one here. Yeah, that's probably the lowest I've ever seen. It's 96.9 on that ear. I usually check both ears when I do my tent. It's probably only really important to do one ear, but I do both ears. And see, this one's 98.6. I ain't really got a fever. I mean, I just took some Tylenol after I woke up, see if I can get rid of that headache. And yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't really have a bad fever anymore. When I went to the hospital that day, it was 103. And I have this little weird thing here that I got from the hospital. It checks like your beats per minute or something and your oxygen level. And they tell me to, check this like once in a while. If it gets to below a certain number, that I would have to go back. But I think it said if it gets below 90% oxygen, that I would have to go back. I don't know how accurate this is, but right now it's 97% oxygen. It's usually 96. It ranges anywhere between the low end 93 and high end 97. Not perfect oxygen that's because I'm fat. But, it's above where it needs to be at least. I really wish, I get rid of this COVID or pneumonia. Because, I want to get feeling better. I'm, not working now. I mean, I went to work today, but I'm off tomorrow. And I don't know about Friday at this rate. I'm going to get behind on bills. I want to get better because I plan on trying to better myself at my work. I want to, find a better job than what I'm working now. My job ain't terrible. My coworkers are all right. And, it's not that far of a drive from my house. About 13-minute drive. At most 15 if traffic is terrible. But usually, when I go in, it's usually not that bad enough. So it's about a 13-minute drive from my house to my work, and so it's not the worst commute ever. I know some people drive like an hour or something to their job. The most I've ever drove to a job was about 30 or so. Yeah, about 35-minute distance. That's the farthest I've ever drove for a job, and I just ain't doing that no more. I get real bad anxiety when I drive, road rage, anxiety. And I just don't do that unless the job pays well. Beard hair. But those jobs, one was like 10.80 something an hour, and the other one was like 10.25, I think, Not really worth it, in my opinion, to drive, that far for that amount of money. I do want to find a better job when I feel better. By the time I feel better, hopefully most of this seasonal crap is over with, so I can find something that would be more permanent. Because I need new glasses. I got the nose pads aren't very good anymore. They're kind of moldy on the inside a little bit. As you can see, I'm missing a piece here. So half the time my glasses are like that. And these big heavy glasses, so they put a lot of pressure on my nose, which doesn't feel good when I'm sick like this. Just want this shit to be over, because hell, look at me, I look like shit. I'm actually getting kind of hungry. I'm gotta wait to eat a little bit, because I can't go anywhere and get food. I've been doing that Walmart grocery pickup, but and I never started doing that until I got sick. For people who don't know what that is, I'm sure most people do, but basically you go on the Walmart app or whatever, and then you basically shop online, and people, there'll be someone who works there. They'll go and get all the items. They'll go grocery shopping for you, and then you just you just pull into a designated spot, and you pop your trunk or whatever, and you press a button, let them know that you're there, and they'll come and they'll load your car up with the groceries. Well, what sucks is it's not something you can do at any time. There's like a time frame you gotta pick, and then you also you just spend a minimum of like $35. So if you're hungry and like, hey, maybe I want do this and grab a drink and grab a couple Hot Pockets or something. Well, no, you can't do that. You gotta spend more money than that. So it kind of sucks. So it's something that you probably can only do really like once a week or once every few days. And that's what sucks about getting COVID. You really shouldn't be, getting out and doing any of that grocery shopping stuff, because you could infect other people. There's still that chance, even if both everyone's wearing a mask and whatnot. Still that chance, and then everyone else I know has COVID too, and my mom has COVID. I think she's already feeling better though. She didn't really, it didn't. I think she felt bad a few times, but it didn't really affect her as much as it did me. And then my stepdad, he's in the I think he was in the he's still in the hospital. He was still in the ICU. He got hit with COVID. He got it really badly. He's probably one of the worst ones I've ever seen. He keeps having to keep a breathing machine on and whatnot. Not the one where you get to stay in bed and have that respirator. I don't know the word for it, like that big heavy breathing machine. He didn't get to that part yet. It was close to that, but he was on some kind of other breathing mask, and then he was on the BiPAP. But he didn't have to get to that big breathing machine just yet. But he has COVID pretty badly, and then the next step was how bad I have it, and then my mom was below me.